What's going on, guys? Romer here. I got a question from Nathaniel, and shout out Jack, who hopped in the comments and went ahead and answered his question. I agree with a lot of stuff Jack said. What should you take? What tools do you need when you're going sourcing on the road, and how do you do it? So first and foremost, you need a phone and a scanner. Those two things, really bare bones, you could do it with those two things. You could go to FedEx, you can purchase boxes there, or you could use old boxes you find if you want to get boxes for free, and then you could use FedEx's tape, like if you really want to bare bones this, which I have before, or even go to Office Depot. So you can ship out of these various places. Like if you're a FedEx guy, FedEx is the number one place you should be going. But there's also Walgreens, which I don't recommend that because they always take a couple seconds to check in your shipment. And then there's UPS, and then the UPS is partnered with Staples, and Office Depot is partnered with FedEx. So there's lots of places where you can ship this stuff out. Office Depot one time did not let me ship. I had like 20 boxes, I had like 10 boxes, and they're like, this is too much. So my number one choice is FedEx. Just go directly to them. I've had the best experience, just in and out. You can literally just drop your stuff off and go. You don't have to wait. Walgreens, you have to wait for them to scan something. Anyway, so if you really want to speed things up, bring your own boxes. I recommend extra small boxes from Home Depot. They're almost impossible to overfill. So if you're doing the one box method, which is what I use when I list on the road, I either use the one box method. I really use the one box method even when I use my 10x listing method. So if you guys have not seen my 10x listing method, click on the link below or above, wherever it is. I'll link it in there. This is what I use when I'm on the road, and I have like 500 books that I got to get out from like one area, and I don't want to load my car up, and I just get them out fast. So that's a 10x listing method. Go check that out. It also allows you to be able to scan the books into your phone. So if you're on the third floor of an Airbnb, you'll have all the books in your phone. You can just go up there. So that's 10x listing method. Go check it out. You also want to bring a laptop, a printer, like a Dymo. I've not had the best experience with Dymo, but it's the only one I've really experienced. So I just keep buying them. I have one over there right now. I do want to try Zebra or Rollo, whatever the other one's called. And then a scale. Just get a bathroom scale, and that way it's going to save you time. You don't need a scale. FedEx has scales. All these places I listed, except for Walgreens, I think, they all have scales. So you're good on that. You can go in these places and just weigh your stuff right there. Then you're stuck in a predicament where you have to open your phone and scroll through Amazon Seller app and then type in the weight. So it's good just to have a scale to weigh your stuff ahead of time, print the labels ahead of time, do all that. If you really care about your time, this is going to maximize your time if you have a printer with you and a scale. As far as actually listing goes, again, check out my 10x listing method. That's how I list. And I'll do a variation. Sometimes, like if you're at a source where there's a lot of old books without barcodes, what you're going to have to do is Amazon's going to require you to label them. So I recommend a lot of people when they're on the road have Amazon label the books for them. And I still recommend that. If a book has a barcode, if you go out and you source all day long and your car is filled with books, get them out. So the next day you can go out and source again. Don't spend forever trying to perfectly make the shipment. The problem is if you're at a source where there's a lot of older books without barcodes, Amazon's going to require that you label them. So that's why it's important to carry a labeler with you. You're going to save a labeler. Is that a word? A printer. You're going to save 20 cents a book. So for every 100 books you ship out, you're saving $20. Not really, because you're still having to label them. You pay for the labels and all that. So it's debatable. If you have a system going where you can label fast, do it. If not, what I'll do is I'll set those books aside, and at the very end, I'll label all my books without barcodes, and I'll label all my sets. So I like literally shove these underneath my car seats and stuff. And then I like the barcode books are so easy to get out. If they have barcodes, get them out quick. Do the 1-box method, 10x method, boom, get them out, gone. You can use Starbucks for Wi-Fi, Airbnb for Wi-Fi. If you hire a virtual assistant, you don't need Wi-Fi. You just scan the books in your phone, get her to do it, and she'll send you the labels. You can really use a virtual assistant to really help you out on these trips, and I highly recommend you do that. One more thing before I forget, this is kind of related to all this. You want to map your route out on citydata.com. It's citydata.com. If you follow me on Instagram, go to my bio. I actually have it linked in there. It'll take you to Memphis for some reason, Memphis, Tennessee. But I don't know how to navigate to get to this page via citydata.com. It's some wealth map on there. But underneath my YouTube descriptions and in my Instagram bio, I have the map it'll take you directly to this wealth map where it shows you all of America. The purple areas are the wealthy areas. The white areas are the poor areas. So if you're traveling, you don't have the luxury of knowing what sources are good or not. You don't know if the Salvation Army on 3rd Avenue is a shithole or if it's really good. You don't know until you go there. Which leads to my next point. Talk to people, network, post on Instagram, post on Facebook, reach out to these people in these Facebook groups, find out about their city. If they're nice, if they like you, they'll tell you the best spots. Okay? So back to citydata.com, these purple areas mapped out, go to those first. Okay? And get in, get out. When you go to these places, don't waste a lot of time. Don't try to milk it. If there's nothing there, if there's no profit there, don't try to milk it, okay? Just bounce. Admit it. It sucks, okay? I just made another video for San Antonio about getting backroom access. This is what I do when I go in the store. Ask for backroom access first. Get back there, okay? Because those are the best books. If the back room sucks, you know the books up front are going to suck. So go to the back room first. Okay. I mean, there's some reasons why to go to the front first. You can load up a cart and actually show you're going to buy a lot of inventory. Sometimes they like that. But yeah, just hustle, bounce from place to place. Be smart. The night before, map out your route, A, B, C, D. I use Google Map Maker. That's also in the links below my YouTube descriptions. I don't think I have it on my Instagram bio. Yeah, use Google Map Maker. Map this shit out. You should have every dot mapped out. So once you start sourcing, you should be able to hit every place. Just open that up. And you don't need a software to tell you the route. If you have 8 dots, just go to the dot farthest away from the Airbnb and work your way back. You know, it's pretty damn simple. So yeah, in summary, my outro, what you guys need to do, bare bones, scanner and phone. I also recommend tape, boxes, computer, and a scale, okay, and a printer. A lot of times I don't bring a printer, to be honest. I'll print at FedEx and I'll put those on there and I'll have an Amazon label. But you will need a printer if you plan on shipping out your non-barcode books. Also, map out your route ahead of time, and when you actually do go out, don't linger. Bounce from place to place. Think about rush hour. Know when the rush hour is going to hit. Big cities, 3:30 until sometimes 7 o'clock. So plan your biggest source to be during that time. Or plan like a conglomeration of sources, so you don't have to travel far. You don't want to be driving all the way across town during that time. You're going to waste a lot of time. That's it, guys. Roam with the Roamer. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed this content.